Yeah. Lace up. Heart loud. Feet.
Are you ready? Oh. Is you ready?
Ready.
You say you ready.
Oh.
Whole squad.
You okay?
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
But yeah, going shooting, spending time with my family, and traveling. That's what makes me happy. Seeing the world, experiencing life, being alive. Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm going next.
Yeah, you going next.
Oh no, I like going to the gym.
Okay.
That is my happy place. That's my sanctuary where if I'm stressed about something, I can take it out on these weights.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting hurt, and I'm not punching nobody.
There you go.
You know, so yeah, going to the gym. I do a lot of reading too. Believe it or not.
I love to read. Yeah.
Yeah, those are two things, and watching sports and going to sporting events.
Okay.
It's like top three.
Gotcha.
We got Superstar P in the building for those that are watching on our social media platforms
Uh,
right now. Make sure y'all know that.
What makes you happy?
Maybe the camera works.
I think so. That's what I definitely know since I've met him. That's what makes him happy. But we're gonna let him speak for himself.
Well, hey, punch your little hood in the nose will make me happy.
Oh goodness!
Where is this aggression coming from? Superstar P. We got Superstar P here, y'all.
Did you miss the gym today?
Me?
No, I haven't went yet.
Oh, okay. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay, because he wants to take that out on somebody or in particular.
Yeah.
Anybody. Shoot this thing. This thing is killing me.
Well, yeah, those two things yield the outcome. Going to the gym, reading. So you yield the outcome from doing those two things. Not only are you working out your frustrations, you're also improving your physique and helping your mental health because of the endorphins released when you do work out, as well as, stimulating your mind from reading. So I think that's awesome.
Very.
Lil Hood, what makes you happy, sir?
What makes me happy?
Yes.
Sleep. I love to sleep. Sleep makes me extremely happy.
You don't get enough of it, but okay.
Yeah. So I like to sleep. I also like to work out.
Mm-hmm.
I love to watch sports. I love the camaraderie, like with the fellas.
Okay.
I love
hanging out with the boys.
Yeah, I love quality time when the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys definitely tune in to the Sisterhood podcast for Mental Health Awareness Month. We want everyone to be, at their happy places. Because when you're happy, you want to create happy environments. You want to protect your peace and things of that nature and make spaces that you enter in happy. So definitely tune into them and know what resources are available to you in the Shreveport-Bossier area. Again, this is Lil Hood and a lot of holy. Y'all figure it out who's what and who's who.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Listen, let me tell y'all, yesterday, 3 advocacy groups left from Morningstar Baptist Church headed to Baton Rouge to discuss with the leaders of this redistricting. I talked to you guys about my braces being on yesterday, so my words present a challenge, but other congressional maps and its changes and what it will present to the city of Shreveport, being that it's only 2. Like, we only have 2 opportunities here for these districts, and one of the major ones stretches from Baton Rouge to Shreveport. So when they redistrict that black votes, that black voice, that black power, it changes. And we were sharing earlier about how our voices matter, how our votes matter, and Takeover TV is having a major opportunity for you to know through their platform what's going on in your area, who's running for what, and what politics you need to pay attention to, because they are highlighting those individuals. Well, I won't tell it all. Go ahead on. Share again with us.
Oh yeah. It is on the ballot. So what it's going to do is going to highlight most of your candidates that want to participate, letting you know where they're from, a bit about them, and what their future plan is going to be if they're
Yeah.
elected. It will give you some education on who you are voting for. Some people make the mistake to vote because you're the same skin color as them, but you have no idea what their policies are,
Mm-hmm.
or what their vision is, or what their values are. So it would give you a chance to get a little bit more understanding of the candidates that are running for these different offices.
And I think that's very important for you to know the agenda before you get to cast your ballot.
Absolutely.
While you're standing in line, is not the opportunity to find out who the person behind you or in front of you is voting for, or is this person, like you said, same skin tone. But you want to know ahead of time the agenda, what's their processes, what have they done so far. You know, a lot of people can say a lot of things at election time, but are you proven, to be a person of your word? And that's important. So we just send our support behind Takeover TV and the initiative that they're doing, because this is community awareness and we want to be aware. So we stand behind that. And I encourage those that are running for office to get out there they have a huge platform that I just learned how vast it is. But get out there and let the community know who you are and what your plans are, what's your agenda for our community, because we want to see change. We need change,
Yeah, the first person that we featured, hey, they're to reach back to, like, hey, people are hitting me up.
See?
People are hitting me like, hey, we're gonna vote for you. We like your vision.
Mm-hmm.
So it's beneficial. We're not going to what's what I'm looking for. We're not going to endorse anybody,
Right.
but we're giving everybody an equal playing field to at least be on the platform.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's stand behind them as they open up on the ballot. And also let's engage our community leaders that are coming on Takeover TV, that are sharing what their plans are and what their agendas are. And I feel like anybody running for office should have that open door policy or open question policy, to where if there's something on the agenda that's questionable, you should be able to voice that, because again, this is who's making decisions on your behalf and representing you in areas like Baton Rouge, or in the larger areas. So definitely get into that. And know you have anything to add to that, little hood.
I definitely agree with that. Make sure it is very important, it's vital to the lifeline and to the future of our children and of children alike.
That's it. So kudos to Morning Star Baptist Church and those advocacy groups that headed to Baton Rouge to discuss with our leaders about the redistricting of the congressional maps, because again, we are hugely affected by that. Our voice and our power is something we cannot afford to lose in this climate. And speaking of that, we're just going to go into we're going directly into celebrity news. But before we do, I just want to know, I want all the guys to weigh in on this. And you just put your responses in the comments, because we just want to see. We won't have to go in depth about it, but I just want to know for the room. Are y'all chicken or dumplings kind of guys? What's your preference?
Can we reflect about what we talked about offline? So I want to go. I'm gonna stick with what I said, but because it can be more, I think, because I've been kind of educated about it.
Well, I've asked Lil Hood, was he a chicken or dumpling type of guy? Because this coming Monday, we're going to be discussing relationships and, the good old times when we had good love music, like R&B, 90s music, all of those times. And some of y'all have done some strange things for some change to go to see Usher and Chris Brown. So we're going to get into that too Monday. But I just was curious to know whether he was a chicken and dumplings type of guy. And what did you tell me? He had to sip his water. Don't you choke. I am off my other job.
I like dumplings. I like a lot of dumplings. I like biscuits. I'm a biscuit person. So
he likes bread.
That was my response to what she asked me. So, okay, so can we proceed?
Yes, so if there are any dumplings in the community, He likes dumplings. I'm just gonna put that out there. But we do have a chicken guy in the room. So if we're balanced out today, and I love it because I didn't even have to ask him. He came out the gate. We were speaking about SocialCon. This will be the second year for SocialCon. Shout out to Kelly Combs and her crew for making such a large impact on the city of Shreveport with such an amazing event throughout her challenges of other places trying to take on SocialCon. But she is the originator and founder of SocialCon. But we were talking about SocialCon where I met Mr. Takeover TV himself, and we thought we knew each other or we thought we were other people, and he didn't mind me approaching him because I'm a chicken, right?
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
He was cool with it. He said, had I been, 500, pounds or something, you know what I'm saying? A big old grizzly bear, then it probably would have been a problem. So yeah, I'm glad I wasn't.
You know the stigma out there about since I know what dumplings is and the difference between the chicken and the dumplings, but they say the stereotype is that a lot of African American men prefer dumplings.
Mm-hmm.
They say that's what you see, and then
that's why I was so curious to
know. see, I did not know what she was talking about. Honestly, didn't know.
Oh no, but you love you some biscuits.
Yeah, I do love some biscuits. But look, I love some chicken. Boiled, I can eat it sauteed, fried, nuggets. I love chicken. That is my preference. Now, we talk about the delicacy of it being together. I would prefer more chicken. The shredded chicken. I guess we're gonna put a couple of chunks of chicken in there. I guess that'd be fine. I'm not complaining about that.
You're not complaining?
No.
Okay. I am so glad you got clarity on that because I was looking at you and I told him, I said, no, I don't think that dumplings, no, that's not you. I don't foresee that. However, we are still getting to know each other. And you guys are here at the infancy of Lil Hood and Lotta Holy. So you guys are going to see us evolve. And the more I get to know him, the more this show may become a lot of hood and and a little holy. But we're going to try to keep it at its origination.
Look, we shouldn't even have the image so they can guess because they probably gonna say, oh, I'm a little holy over there, huh? That's what she's saying, y'all. I'm a little holy, and she lied a lot of hood over there. So I don't know if they're interchangeable or not. I don't think so. But look, hey, who am I?
Y'all will see. We'll let y'all be the judge. We'll get a year in and see what the poll says at that time.
And once again, man, we got to take over TV in the building, and very appreciative of having here, man. My boy here, you want to talk. Chop it up, man. So what's next? Lotta Holy.
Well, I just want to know, is Cheyenne Bryant a doctor?
Hell no, she ain't no doctor. She ain't got no proof she's a doctor. She's a glorified life coach that don't finesse all these podcasts.
She did, man.
They got on them. Hey, smart. Yeah. You smart enough to do it.
She did.
But hell no, she ain't no
listen, I am by profession a registered nurse, and if over 200 people in the state of Florida can go take a licensure exam, become nurses, and be allowed to work as a nurse, who's faulting her but the people that she's finagled and finessed? Now, when you start mental health counseling and try to solicit mental health advice saying that you're not operating under your licensure, yes, that raises concern because that is her disclaimer.
Like, how you ain't gonna have a license and no proof of your doctorate degree? Like, I know the people that have doctorate degrees, they work hard,
and it wasn't effortlessly. They had to put the time in. Yeah.
You have to be really dedicated to have a doctorate, right? Because even my own daughter, my own daughter has a doctorate degree. Now, how are you gonna bring your yellow ass on here and talk about you doctor this and license that? They ain't got nothing.
Well, the community is coming for her, and they are,
as they should. They've been hooked together. I didn't hook with
First Stormy Wellington.
Oh, I knew Stormy wasn't making no damn millionaire selling no soap and shit. And y'all fell for that too. I don't believe none of these niggas own this thing.
No. Superstar P in raw form right now.
No, man, that MLM stuff, 98% of people lose money.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes you so expert, and I can coach you. You ain't coaching nothing but some dollars in your pocket.
Ooh,
they get out of here with this MLM and all this fake doctrine and all this stuff. Give me somebody that's licensed, somebody professional that's licensed to do this. That's the reason you don't go on here with these what's another word for scammers? These damn, I can't think of the word for it right now. But yeah, get out of here.
Nobody came
She ain't no damn doctor.
for Stormy or Dr. Brian. They brought this to us, to our doorsteps, and many people opened the doors. But with Stormy Wellington, the only thing that anyone may ever remember about her is her telling somebody their food was low vibrational. And I don't. That's not even.
See, these two ladies, what we call infinity frogs.
Come on.
Okay.
Infinity frog. Cause that's what,
Diets.
yeah, I think people do. People do know what that means. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you want to
Infinity fraud. Look, these are people that take advantage of people in their own race because they are more trusting.
Mm-hmm.
So that's infinity fraud.
Yeah, people that are not going to
people,
research you.
People like what's the real estate dude? What's it? Jay Morrison with the Tulsa real estate fund and all that. Yeah. Took them damn people money. Now it's bankrupt and all this.
Oh
and taking advantage of other black people. Because guess what? We believe him. Because he got a good mouthpiece and he can talk. And took these people money. I don't listen to none of them. I do my own research, my own investing. No.
There you go.
Dr. Brian up here on Food Cam and Shannon Sharp and all of them.
Sitting on B. Simone couch. And
I knew it when I was like Corey Holcomb. I knew when I first no something.
Ain't showing nobody my stuff. I have to show y'all my degree.
Well,
ain't nothing to show.
The university is allegedly closed. And there are doctors that have actually graduated from the university. But listen to this clip from Funky Dineva. Let me just play some of this right quick.
All right.
We want to build you up as this doctor character. Come do it. I do not think it is unreasonable for anybody to want proof of your credentials, especially when you put it out there that you're not working under licensure. It would seem to me that you would be rushing forward to reestablish public trust. Fine. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, you can't get the transcript. You can't get them to confirm the degree. Sis, it ain't a black person alive who hard copy of their degree, not at their mama or their grandma house in the box. I don't care.
So, Dr. Bryant.
Oh my God.
That guy right there is 100% accurate.
Come on, go to your mama's house. Go to your grandma's house because she did Photoshop some pictures of her in her cap and gown and put them on social media.
She Photoshopped it.
It was AI generated. And I know people know I use ChatGPT a lot, and I'll be sending you my flyer with my ChatGPT email.
But that's a flyer.
Yeah.
Who cares? We ain't talking about you getting a degree. A flyer's a flyer. That line, see, she's cute, so she figured she could got. It's like an episode of Scooby Doo. I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you writing that meddling media people.
Well, there is another stigma out there that light skin's the right skin. So if you can, with that, it feels like I can finagle because I
Yeah. She don't damage our credibility around here.
Or Clay Thompson, huh?
Clay didn't do nothing.
Well, I mean, you. I'm just saying the trending part.
What's the word? Hey, people get cheated on every day, B.
Right. I'm just saying.
Man wasn't no different.
Yeah.
They just got a little bit more money. Same thing, same game.
Right.
Next.
So, Dr. Brian, we are still waiting on the adequate credentials, not Photoshop pictures.
Let's change it. They are still. I ain't waiting on nothing. I don't trust you. You're cute. I do like you, but nah.
We can make some money together.
Yeah.
But her statement to us to the general public was that she has multiple degrees that she has earned, and she doesn't have to prove anything to people. Her obedience is to God.
That's true. But however, use a line, something, whatever, and
she's done talking to me.
Fine.
Okay.
She don't got the money now. I'll be done too.
What happens now? Like, I know this is a big thing now, so do y'all think she is gonna disappear from the face of the
No, she just wrote a book. She's doing a book tour, but every time someone interviews her, that comes up. You have to, as Funky Dineva say, reestablish that credibility. Yeah. And because you have friends in somewhat kind of high places or whatever, because she's made her TV appearances. Yeah. It's not excusable because you have a community that hurts in a particular area, such as mental health, and for you to take advantage of the vulnerable, of those that are really needing, guidance and counseling. That's very unfair, and it's unlikely that we will stand behind your book like other people in the communities that take advantage of the African American dollar.
So what if she went back on some of these shows?
Oh, she'd be back. Because
She will
one
be.
thing about black folk, we'll be mad and pissed, and we'll forgive you in 3 weeks, and she'll be right back finessing people again.
So if you were her, would you go back on Cam Newton show? Would you go back on Club Shay Shay? Because I know the
Not
dynamic
not
of
not
the
not right
conversation.
this second. I let it cool off and I go back.
Yeah,
She'll be
she's
back.
gonna wait till the climate change.
It's gonna be a roast. I think it's gonna be a roast.
This the roast period right now, but
It's easy.
it'll pass. Cause that's what we do. We forgive everybody.
Mhm.
That's true.
So it sounds like there's something in our community that needs to change. What should be forgiven and what's unexcusable? Why are we so quick to allow certain things? Are we that desperate, thirsty, hungry, whatever you want to call it, to support what looks good?
Yep.
Yeah.
You just said it.
Yeah. We're very thirsty for it.
Mhm. Yeah, but we need to change the norm. We need to create a norm because what in the world is going on in national news? Oh my goodness. You guys, Tyler Brown, a gunman opened fire in front of Harvard University in Cambridge, Massachusetts, shooting two people that were passerbys. Again, Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yeah.
These are people that are, he had access to weapons that, military trained weapons. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So somebody that actually needs help, that has an avid cry out for help, there was something leading up to this. It's just not Harvard's across the, across town. Let me just go see who's out today, and literally in traffic shooting, oncoming traffic in the highway. So we shouldn't be so quick to forgive and forget, is what I'm saying when it comes to those unlicensed professionals playing in people's faces and with their money.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And look, before you sing it, I wasn't even aware about this. This happened in Boston, Massachusetts. And I didn't. Man, that's crazy. I'm trying to get some images. I want to see what the young man looked like.
I want to see no images.
You don't want to see anything?
Nah.
I don't blame you because it's disheartening. It's enough going on locally in our own community, here in Shreveport, Louisiana, and the surrounding areas that you don't want to be reminded of the things of recent and that's going on. That the help, the cries is actually going out for mental health that's needed.
And he was on parole as well, right? Wow, man, my boy, I see a picture. They got on a Adidas sweatsuit, some Adidas. It look like is it an AR? Oh my god!
Yes.
Just out in the open with it.
Out in the open with it.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
And it was a Marine veteran and a state trooper that was able to, he was injured in the event. He was shot by them, and they were able to de-escalate the situation. He was taken to the hospital. They did not mention whether or not his injuries were life-threatening or not, but this calls for a bigger cause that we're not taking seriously.
Oh wow!
And my hat goes off to my veterans because my father's a veteran, grandfather, siblings. Like I always tell people, my family is a great divide. There were 8 of us, 4 military, 4 medical. However, I've seen things just being, and I was previously married to someone in the military, and I just don't think it's fair that they get to serve, but they don't get service. And again, I can't, due to the current work that I do, we won't go in depth with it. However, you serve, but you don't get the service that's needed when you return, and that is very unfortunate. So I wish that those that are actually licensed professionals would come to the forefront and do give justice for people like Tyler Brown, that are crying out and seeking out, and they may go to the VA, but they won't get an appointment for a year.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, so we definitely have to take the necessary measures and be more effective and proactive versus reactive. Because now somebody's gonna want to help.
Right.
Yep. And it's gunshot to, a gunshot wound to an innocent person too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to take care of those that have taken care of and protected and defended our honor in our country. How are things going over in Lil Hood's world?
In the hood's world,
Uh-huh.
oh my God. Like I got to learn about chicken and dumplings today, so that I'm gonna take that into the weekend.
Okay.
I'm still trying to really adjust to this situation that's going on in Louisiana. I really can't talk about with the redistricting and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So that's really a tough pill to swallow.
I don't think we should adjust. And that's the thing. That's what we were just saying. Like, it's time to stop adjusting. Because when we are put in a hot seat, we are just this morning my a devotion came. I get a daily devotion, and it talked about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Those were the three Hebrew boys that were placed in a fiery furnace. And what I like about them that we as a culture community can take from them, they didn't adjust to the norm. They didn't, just go along with what took place. However, they created and established a standard, and that's what we must do. We have to stop adjusting to the climate that's around us and create a standard and stand for something because we keep falling for anything. And that's why initiatives like On the Ballot is so important so that we don't fall for anything because you'll be well informed prior to stepping up to the plate and going out there to cast a vote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't think we should adjust. I think we have those advocacy groups, those people that we are, connected to, Theron Jackson, these people that are actually voicing their concerns and making these trips and things of that nature, getting behind them and supporting movements like that, I think that's very important.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Most definitely.
Yeah, we've been pushed, you know, our needle has been pushed back so much. And it's time for somebody to say, you know what, my roots are here. I'm standing flat footed. I'm not going to be plucked up. I don't care if the weeds grow around me or whatever. We just have to be immovable on what we stand for. And back to Dr. Bryant, allowing things like that in the community and seeing that as acceptable, and she is a woman of color, then that opens the door for any woman of any race to come in and make us vulnerable or take advantage of our vulnerability. So it's what we accept and what we allow, and that goes into anything on your jobs, in the workplace, at school, wherever you may be. Be cautious of what you allow because what you allow today is setting up somebody's experience for tomorrow and what they're going to have to be faced with. So, prayers out to those that were involved in Massachusetts in the incident. I hope Tyler Brown gets the help he needs. I wish he would have had it sooner. And not just him, for the families in Shreveport that are still dealing with domestic violence incidents and, trying to recover from what they've experienced. Our prayers go out to them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found out that word, the other word for scammer, grifter. That's the word I was
Yes.
looking for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Grifters.
Mm-hmm. That's
Doctor
exactly what
Doctor
they are.
Bryant.
Yeah. And it's amazing the people that she sat with, like Pastor Jamal Bryant. And I spoke on him yesterday. Briefly, I mentioned him,
Yeah.
because he was disheartened by the Kevin Hart roast. And I understand his standpoint. I didn't go into depth, but I did not want it to seem as if I was like, negating his feelings or emotions towards it because I do agree, you know, with Cat Williams as he was the only one there with a soul. Like the things that they laughed at that they couldn't laugh at. And I just want to play this clip from George Floyd's twin brother. If you guys will allow
Tony
me.
Hinchcliffe really got on that stage and turned George Floyd's last words into a joke. And I'm gonna be real, that shit made me sick because y'all heard comedy, but I heard my brother begging to breathe again. That wasn't no random dude to me. That was my twin. I stood next to his family. I hugged his daughter. So stop acting confused why this hit me different. You don't get to turn Black Death into entertainment and hide behind it was just a joke. And nah, don't give me that. Comedy got no limit speech. Every joke ain't the same. We watched a black man die under a white cop knee in front of the whole world. People marched in every city after that. Families cried in every hood. So when somebody turned, I can't breathe into a punchline. Nah, that ain't edgy to me.
And so Tony Hitchcock decided it was funny to say that his jokes were so funny. It was everybody was laughing at him. George Floyd was even looking up, laughing um, to the point that he couldn't breathe.
Now, why did he even have to bring George
Why
Floyd
did
in
it
there?
have to go that far? It's one thing to be roasted, and I understand they say, there's a lot of backlash because the black community was in uproar. They made memes out of Regina Hall because she didn't find it funny. She had a stern face. But why would we find that funny? You're making a mockery of a death that did not have to occur.
That's the problem when you said black folks were making memes of Regina Hall because she didn't find it funny. Hell,
Right.
neither. Well, I didn't watch it because I'm not a Kevin Hart fan anyway.
Oh my God, we just debated about this yesterday. Oh my God, I am definitely a Cat Williams fan. So I'm just
No, Kevin Hart. I'm not a Kevin Hart fan.
Kevin Hart
He's
fan.
a Kevin Hart fan. I'm a Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle fan.
Once again, you're such an intelligent lady.
Thank you.
We're a little nugget. What's his name again?
It's a little nugget.
What's that food's name?
Oh, yeah. Words being a
Oh, yeah.
I thought
it was Little White Bear. Something.
Oh, White Bear.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. A lot of holy is clowning today.
But proceed there.
But yeah, I totally agree with when I say Brian, let's be clear about who I'm talking. Pastor Jamal Bryant, and I'm only agreeing with him on this subject matter, not all things he does. He's kind of like a grifter. What you say, grifter?
A grifter.
Anyway, let me not call out anybody for anything we're not off topic about. So yeah, he was disheartened. He said that was a disgrace. It wasn't a roast. It was a disgrace. They made a mockery of. There were other things said in that particular comedian's stand up, and Kevin Hart commenced to laugh as if it was okay. And I understand the standpoint that, Cat Williams made, and I understand where Regina Hall was coming from because people were leaning all on her, laughing. And you can't apologize for that. You can't apologize. Cat Williams said that Netflix had their hands so far up his behind. He's a puppet. And we saw that. We saw the real live imagery of that in that roast. Because for people to be so comfortable with you, to go that far,
yeah,
that says a lot. That says a lot about you and how far you're willing to go to make, the name for yourself. It was something you were saying earlier about in this industry, in entertainment, in media, how you'll know when to say no.
Yeah.
How to move in this, your brand. This is your brand.
Right.
And you laughed like everything was okay.
Have we gotten any responses from that party, from that side? I know we've heard. Have we heard anything? Have you heard anything like any?
Oh no. Okay. Oh, you won't.
It's probably best to not say anything. I think it'll escalate anyway.
If you come out defending, that's just like us fighting and you lose and you come back and say, she got the best of me because.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Let the fight be the fight, and that's what it was.
Right.
Because if you come out defending what was said and standing for it, then you lose everything.
Right.
You already don't have Super P and I, and that holds weight.
Right.
When we don't like you, Kevin, that says something right there.
Oh my God.
And don't like White Bear neither.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
I told you, man, it's just a lot of controversy and a lot of,
they
say you ask something, you get it. I asked Superstar P, I'm getting it full circle
there
today.
You go.
Yeah, that's right.
I was waiting on it. I was like, that was a mild version. Okay. But yeah, he's like, I gotta stay for the extra, the after show.
Yeah, that's right, White Bear.
All the names. We said we were doing my aliases, but I'm so glad
we do, and I'm happy you brought that up because look, we need to get into. Look, we talked about it yesterday. We need to get an alias out of Lotta Holy. We need to get an alias. What's a name that you went by in your previous life? I'm saying younger.
In my younger years. So I gave y'all.
We gotta start from the beginning.
Sunshine yesterday, and that was from my goddad, Ronald Lawrence. May he rest in peace. And today I'll give y'all Lil Mama.
Okay, so tell us the origin. Where did Little Mama come
Little
from?
Mama
Why?
came from my Aunt Nancy. If you're watching or watching the replay, my Aunt Nancy, my mom's sister, gave me the name Little Mama because I was just ahead of time. You know, everywhere you go, people would say, "She been here before," or "She don't supposed to know that or know how to do that." And she thought I was grown, so she carried me around and everything with her everywhere she goes. And I act like that, like how people act older than their age. That was me. Like I'm an old person in a young person body. That was me. So I was the little mama around her house and around her.
And those that are tuning in, she has to do this every day. So she's gonna have a segment where she has a lot of AKAs, also known as. So we want to get the story behind them up until the present day. So where are we at? What age are we around right now?
Oh, that
when the
was
little mom
like, whew, 5 or 6 years old. That's
wow.
Yeah, little.
Okay.
I said, and to this day, she still called me little mama.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if someone was to call you little mama, they got to know you.
Know me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
That's it.
I got you.
But I have like how many are you? Elizabeth White Bear.
That is not an alias.
Plenty dumpling lover.
Oh my God.
I think I have some more because yesterday we had one. It has to come back to me that you and your frat brothers you go by that with them. Shady Will.
Shady.
Yep.
Oh my God. I don't even like dumplings. I don't even like chicken and dumplings no more. It's disgusting.
He just changed.
It's disgusting.
Now the biscuit bread eating man don't like the chicken and dumplings no more. He was just so in love. I think he started salivating over there in that corner when I brought it up because he was thinking like I ain't had that in a long time.
He still like it.
Yeah.
Soul food.
He wish Cat Daddy's was open right now.
Don't let White Bear fool you.
Right. He gonna call Eddie's restaurant when he leave here.
For the general public, anyone that likes chicken and dumplings, what do you like more in the chicken and dumplings? Please put it in the comments. We want to know. I told you there's already a stigma that black men prefer dumplings. So I want to see, if that's still true. We got Superstar P. He said chicken, but he didn't say too much. He said dumpling. I think he was thinking about it. So you don't like dumplings at all in your chicken, Superstar P?
Chicken.
He wants the chicken. He told us that out the gate. He didn't even need to be asked. He was like, came in, chicken. He had chicken. When he came in here, he was eating it.
Can we get people to put pictures in the comments if you're chicken or dumplings? There has to be a picture of yourself, a selfie. Chicken and dumplings. For those that are watching, please put a picture in the comments.
Not every black man. I know there's a stigma, but I thought about DC Young Fly, how he didn't want her to go get a BBL and all of that.
Right.
She was perfect just the way she was for him.
Right.
And speaking of him, the money just dropped his new song. And the money, you put everybody on there. Like I didn't even know DC Young Fly could sing. What can he do?
He sing.
DC Young Fly is on here singing.
I watch now. I be seeing him rapping, and he be doing his little skits and what he be doing.
Listen, I wasn't ready. He came with it, and the money is like
offer them nuggets, huh?
He didn't offer anybody.
Haven't you had the child 20 piece?
I told you, no, it was 10.
It was a 10. I counted,
You
and
know
I
that-
said he gonna eat every.
You know how many calories that was? I didn't want that.
Yeah.
Also, look,
What
you
you-
hear that? He said he didn't
what
want
you
that
watching?
chicken. He did not want that
wait.
chicken. Do y'all hear this? He didn't want the chicken.
Cause he watching his weight.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It wasn't
but,
a.
well, we talking
It
about
wasn't
chicken
a-
in terms of.
Hey, you white man, shut up.
That's not the chicken he was talking about when he was talking about chicken. It was what was going to be sufficient for the moment because.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he needed something to eat.
They have characterized it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But in chicken, I am the chicken whisperer, and he likes the thigh. I can tell when he walked through the door.
Oh
I
my
knew at
God.
Social Con, if y'all guys don't have anything to do for Juneteenth weekend, be at Social Con where you will see the both of them in their white bear as well as Super P. But listen, I knew at Social Con he was the chicken thigh man. I thought he was somebody else, but when I got close up, he liked them thighs. Hey, how you doing? Let's get a picture.
Oh my God. Oh my God. These people, I swear. I swear.
Yeah, listen, you heard that? That was a different type of oh yeah right there.
I swear.
That's that chicken
It
thighs
is
right
definitely
there.
something wrong.
It made her weekend.
You see?
You see what I'm saying? Oh my God. I
It
cannot.
made her weekend.
No,
You got
I
that picture
just
as your wallpaper.
see.
You know what? That's a good idea. I
See.
can put that up. We were just talking about setting up our business phones separate from the personal phones, and
Yeah.
that's how I'll be able to identify.
Yeah.
But as soon as the birthday came around I sure posted it.
See what I'm saying? Oh my God.
Speaking of the weekend, this is the weekend for the International Rose and Wine Festival. You know, they normally have it in April. They pushed it back due to some unforeseen circumstances that took place in the city of Shreveport. So, kicking off is a lovely day fashion show, by international designer Latasha V. Henderson of Henderson Designs. Doors will open at 6:30 p.m. at 624 Texas Street. Again, that's a lovely day too. I was there for the one. Baby.
How was that?
Woo! It was, she doesn't do fashion shows, and I'll give her that, that she labels it that, but she does production, she does theater, she does, oh my goodness, she has community backing her, she has her family backing her, her sister is her manager.
Okay.
Shout out to Cassandra. Her niece is her production, and her brother, he set up all the staging and all of that thing. It's dope. She has people that's been with her for like 15 years, 20 years. Shout out to JR who does her model scouting. It's just really nice. Okay. It's really nice. It's like I said, it's a story in motion. It's fashion, and like I can't even. You just have to be there. So you don't have nothing to do, So head on out.
May 15th. Doors open at 6:30.
That's it.
At 624 Texas Street. That's in Shreveport, Louisiana.
You don't want to miss it.
Okay.
Because it's going to be worth a while. So that's on May 15th. May 16th. Now, this is only for those. It's kind of like invitation only, but Sideport has a rooftop. I didn't even know about it. Listen, I live in Shreveport, but I live other places too. So I have to become acclimated to what's here in Shreveport. But Sideport's love and happiness. We were just asking you guys what makes you happy. So there is a listening experience that's going on, an all-white listening experience on the rooftop. This is a part of the International Rose and Wine Festival. So take your tickets on down there so you can get access to it. And the festival itself will be held May 17th at 2 p.m. at the Riverview Park.
Yeah.
So a lot of activities going on this weekend that you guys definitely want to take part in. You guys want to just enjoy yourselves. You know what I'm saying? We've had a lot happen in the city. And I think this is an opportunity for everybody to just stop and take a deep breath. Turn your volume down, turn your mic off, stop and take a deep breath. and just enjoy what's going on. You don't not trying to be heard, not trying to be seen, but mellow to the background. That's how I do when I'm out in the city. Just kind of like chill in the background. You know, I don't have to be in the pictures or anything, but I'll know I was there. So definitely get out this weekend and support LVH Designs, support the Social Circle and the International Rose and Wine Festival. Then on May 23rd, there is R&B in the Park.
This is the second one, huh? I know they've had that before.
They've had it before, So that's R&B, and I think they do like. I thought he had something to say.
Hey man, they offering crab. You know, they say you get a lot for so much per pound. I ain't never ate there.
We don't do average.
Okay.
Cause you was giving a whole.
I gave a whole. Okay.
You went a little holy on me.
I digress.
And you was about to give a whole week. We don't.
Okay.
No advertisement, no patronizing, anything. We let that be. We don't give voice, energy, or power to anything that discriminate.
So if you want crawfish, you go to Little Animals. And what's the other place you can get some good crawfish from?
What's across the street? Crawdaddies.
Crawdaddies.
Yeah. You Google it.
Okay.
And go to all of them. Okay.
Except the one with the R and the B, correct?
There you go.
R&B music.
Unless you're going to R&B in the park.
Okay, that's right.
There you go.
Look, I like how you did that. Hey, I like how you did that. Okay, that was cool.
We have other things to discuss. May 30th, the Shreveport Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated and Rho Omega and Friends present their second annual Sneakers on the Ground 5K Run or Walk. You don't have to run. You can also walk to fight against obesity. You know how to combat obesity?
I would love to exercise.
One step at
diet.
a time.
Okay. Okay. One step at a time.
So
okay.
what better time to get started than on May 30th? This gives you time to mentally prepare. You come down after the Rose and Wine Festival because that's what's getting y'all that alcohol.
Yeah, it's a lot of yeast in it.
Yeah. Obesity. That's going to be held at the Bill Cockrell Metro Park routing, and that's on Pines Road, but it's going to route through Western Hills subdivision. They're going to have this big thing afterwards, and you come in and get hydrated, all of that. We want you guys to definitely go out there and support, because you know what we don't want to be is the city with all the dumplings.
Oh, there we go. We don't
want to be the city with all the dumplings, so you guys take part in the Shreveport Alumni Chapter, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and Rho Omega Friends second annual Sneakers on the Ground, because we are changing the stigma that all black men cater to is dumplings. Listen, we better take the dumplings out the chicken and dumplings. How about that?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me.
Listen, another way that you can get some of this dumpling weight off of you, we're heading into the summer months. And you know, it heats up in these months. And you know, a lot of people don't like to be outside. Well, some people don't like to be outside and things of that nature, but there are a lot of activities going on where you can partake in. Ride Shreveport and DeMarcus Webb. Y'all know DeMarcus Webb be getting your body right and all of this kind of stuff. Okay, he's
that the place in the mall now? St. Vincent?
I believe so.
Okay.
He's doing an adult field day. He's trying to see if these over 40 folks crackling, snapping, and popping. Yeah, yeah, because that's what I was thinking. Like, I know it's something else going on that weekend. So also, artist is going on. Listen, you guys, you can't say there's nothing here to do in Shreveport because I'm rattling off so much that you can do here in Shreveport. So stop being a real coos and a homebody, and an introvert, and you just don't like people. Say that instead. Don't be saying there's nothing to do here in
Well,
Shreveport.
ma'am, you gonna be there?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you said complete or do it. Shit, yeah. You all kinds of people of different sizes out there. Which I would encourage you to go out there and do the
Exactly.
5K.
That's what I was just telling them. The way that you combat obesity is one step at a time, and that's the
One
perfect
step
place
at
to
a
do
time.
it. You got
5K.
Yeah.
There is no rules how to complete a 5K.
Mhm.
Okay.
There's no rules how to complete any of those races.
Right.
It's all about you. You racing yourself.
Mhm.
Now your elite runners are racing for first place, but
Okay.
you're not gonna be one of them. I'm telling you right now. This goes for me and damn near 99% of the people because those are about 105 pounds can move like a cheetah. Like, no.
Yeah.
But for your own personal fitness,
Yeah.
yeah, challenge yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Step
And be
outside
out there
that
where
box.
there's community support as well.
Yeah, man, you'd be surprised how many people you meet out there,
Mhm.
people that are walking too, or walk, run, or whatever.
Right.
Absolutely, I'm 100% on board with that.
So Super P bag said that means it's approved.
You got it.
You guys come on out, and again, that's going to be on May 30th at the Bill Cockrell Park. They're showing up bright and early at 8 a.m.
Well,
It's still cool.
not to interrupt you,
Mm-hmm.
but I actually have to move it around. But however, thank you for letting me be on the show.
Thank you for being here.
This was fun. Once again, congrats to the Social Goats on being a finals nominee for, which one is it? Positive Vibes Only?
Positive vibes, yeah.
So we
Is
are
it positive vibes
hoping-
only? Yeah.
We are
Something like
hoping
that.
Social Goats pulls out a win and brings this trophy back for the both of us.
Yeah.
But I look forward to coming back, and thank you for having me.
I'm glad. I want you on Eve Speaks podcast.
You let me know, I'll be there.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to it. You guys gonna turn up on Juneteenth weekend again with SocialCon June 13th to 11 Market Street. Artist Festival June 13th through the 14th downtown Shreveport at the Riverview Hall. You guys, you want to experience it. Again, don't say there is nothing to do because there is plenty to do, and don't make the kids an excuse. Take them out. Super P exiting the building. We enjoyed you. So glad to have you here eating your chicken and not sharing.
Look, he changed his mind on that chicken. I'm just putting it out there.
You guys, Eve Speaks podcast has partnered with the Leah Project. The Leah Project has partnered with Eve Speaks podcast. This is so near and dear to me because we are doing a program entitled Young Ladies in Media, June 27th through July 25th. It's a 4-week program. However, we will break with the library for July 4th, and the graduation will be July 25th. But I cannot express how grateful I am for the women of Shreveport, Louisiana, standing behind this project. You know, sometimes when you are in a city where people have so much going on, it's hard for people to get behind you because they didn't start it or they're not
Right.
the ones who came up with it. But these ladies, I have been getting inboxes myself. Miss Tiffany Epps, founder of the Leah Project, has been getting inboxes of how can I help? What can I contribute? The other day when Sade Tony Plater is here, shout out to Events by Elegant Design. She was saying, if there's anything you need, let me know. I sent the information over to the host, Miss Tiffany Epps, when we left here, and I was like, Tony Plater said if there's anything we need, let her know. She was like, I want her to speak, and she was like honored. So I'm just grateful for all those people. We have law enforcement officer Leona Gray, etiquette expert Nakisha Tyson. We have Vanita Barker. She's doing our professional wear exhibit. We have, oh goodness, the beauty curious. Come on, talk about nails. Come on in the building. She's not only just a tech, Carla Harris, she's not just a technician of her profession, but she's also an educator coming to pour into these young ladies. We have Trelicia Allen that's going to be there behind the cameras. Mata Drain, she's going to be in the building, and she is a media professional herself.
Yeah.
So it's just so much that we're Carla Renee Gibson.
Yeah.
We're
Sister Podcast.
Yes, we're going to have her in there. Nina Montgomery. We are pulling out all the stops for these young ladies and for the mothers who have enrolled their daughters. It is a big deal to me, and I feel so warm that all these ladies have poured out their time, poured out their energy, and are going to pour out even more in the process or in the actual days. But for the mothers who have enrolled their daughters, that means so much to myself and Miss Tiffany Epps, which you guys will have the opportunity to meet her May 30th as she makes her appearance on Eve Speaks podcast to share more about young ladies in media as well as the Leah Project, because her endeavor is all throughout the year. This is a summer event and program that we can hopefully get into the Caddo Parish school system with the wealth of resources that we now have, and that we can collaborate throughout the year with these ladies that we are coming in contact with. But I just want to say kudos to the moms. We appreciate you entrusting your young ladies to us. We can't wait to pour into their lives and just see them flourish. And this is permanent contact with us. You're not just getting a summer program and they get, graduate, do their thing, and that's it from the program. No, this is permanent contact for all the events that we have coming up and ongoing. So, young ladies in media, again, June 27th through July 25th will be the graduation. We will break with the library for July 4th weekend. And on July 3rd, back at it again, the Henderson Studios is coming together with Don McLemore, presenting the Village Kickback, Rubies and Rouge networking, art auction, food, and more. That sounds like a good time. Rubies and Rouge. Makes me think of like Moulin Rouge. I don't know. That's just where my mind went with it. And my birthstone is Ruby, so I just feel like they had me in mind. I don't know. Why is it about me?
Man. For real.
I just felt like it was about me. But you want to definitely... you definitely want to support Henderson Studios. This is Shreveport. Everything that I've announced today is Shreveport's very own. Can we just acknowledge that? Like, all of this is not only happening in Shreveport, but these are people from Shreveport. And I know sometimes we get into the 50 Cent, talk or whatever, but we have people here like your Sylvester Marshalls, your Henderson Studios, Don McLemore, those at Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated, the Shreveport Alumni Chapter with Bro Omega and Friends. We have things right here from us right here. And I just want us to raise the standard to get behind us, to support us. I think that's something so major. The Cali Combs, get behind them and support them. It's a lot that could be said about our city. But when we come together and we mean something, like that place that we were not going to mention, and we stand on it, we have the power right within us.
Right.
To stand up, to take a stance, to mean something like those 3 advocacy groups that went to Baton Rouge to speak up for something so powerful that it's going to impact from Baton Rouge to Shreveport. Come on, you guys. So let's take initiative. Let's stand for something. Let's be about something. You know, we got a little hood over there. He can tell you about being about something.
Absolutely.
So obviously he can't. He's coming up on 10 years with Social Goats. So he's being about something.
Man, she is clowning. Oh my God.
It's facts though.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've been about
Appreciate
something for quite some time, and just even listening in, you know, on you and Jeff's interview, it just made me more aware of what I'm sitting in and who I'm around. Okay. And I honestly just want to publicly thank you. I didn't know him before this year.
I got you.
We didn't know each other before this year.
Right.
And then coming in to know you, knowing others that know you, have heard nothing but great things. So it's not a surprise to me that you would get a nomination for Positive Vibes, or any nomination rather. But just being in your presence for this short amount of time and then flourishing into what we have now, this has been awesome, an awesome experience. And I thank you for it.
No, I thank you and I appreciate you. Y'all make sure y'all continue to watch Little Hood and Lotta Holy Talk Radio. And look, y'all should have been here on yesterday. Oh my God.
They can go back and rewatch it.
Oh man. Oh my God. But yeah, I'm very honored to definitely be, you know, working with you and what we doing and the things we got coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all heard that right. There's some things coming, and you want to stay tuned. You want to stay connected, and we will expand. This is just, we're at the foundation. You know, anytime you're building something, you have to lay a solid foundation. Yeah. So we're building that right now, and there's so much more you guys are going to see from us. Just stay with us. If you can be with us through these parts of it, you will get to be a part of something great.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Very.
To see where we grow.
Absolutely. And I'm sitting here. I'm a witness. I'm happy to be a witness to sit and watch us grow.
Yeah. Because it's happening faster than, like, we just go from talking and it's in fruition.
Yeah.
You know, we go share something, we speak on it, and we put the work in, and then it happens.
They say words create life. That's what I've heard.
And that's what we're seeing. We're living it out right now.
Absolutely.
Through technical difficulties. It's supposed to happen like that, though. That's why I don't even get frustrated anymore, because if you're in social media, anything, whether content creating, podcasting, whatever the case may be, you have to have those moments that make you appreciate when everything just goes smoothly. Yeah. So these little hiccups, like, you know, not being able to do, you know, connect to the Wi-Fi, this is blocked, this want to restart, this want to shut down, it's a part of it, but just embrace it. Yeah. What's your takeaway for today?
Definitely the chicken and dumplings. I'm going to continue to talk about this probably every show we get on. The chicken and dumplings. A lot of information, a lot of positive things. Everything was positive, actually. I take that there's a lot happening. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I've said, like, for one, you know how they say different countries are known for. So I think the United States of America is known for entertainment. And I'm happy that we're actually, you know, knee deep in it, and we're part of that. Yeah. So that's what I like to continue to see. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I also want to put this out there for anybody that's ready to do their nuptials, renewing vows, anything like that. Social Goats is like not your average production company, because they have a wedding package that offers makeup, hair, you know, decor, like everything. Like, it's a comprehensive package for brides and grooms that are looking to get married. So, if you're looking for that one-stop place where you can go and make your nuptial needs their task to take on, absolutely, contact Social Goats. The information is on their Facebook page, their Instagram, which everything is Social Goats Incorporated, Social Goats Inc.
Yeah, Social Goats Inc. and Social Goats Media.
Okay. So you guys can find that information on there and contact them. So your wedding day can be like, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a breeze, because anytime you're making major moves, it's always a little anxiety and stuff. Bridezillas, groomzillas come out.
Yeah.
White bears and all of that stuff.
We are still doing that. We're doing white bears. Okay.
Yeah. So you just, and we don't even live in the mountains. Just imagine just seeing a white bear come out. But yeah.
A polar bear. So a white bear is a polar bear. Or is he what's that word they use? If you have pigmentation, is it it's on the tip of my tongue. Can you think about it?
I want you to say it.
Oh my gosh, she put me on the spot.
Pigmentation.
Right, pigmentation, that's something. It's not okay. Alopecia is with the hair.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of it. Is it
he's starting to lean on me. It's not vitiligo. Albino.
So if I'm a white bear, I would be an albino.
There.
I would be an albino bear, okay? Yes, okay. I'll be albino bear, okay?
Oh my goodness.
A light-skinned bear.
He'll be a light-skinned bear, but yes, this light-skinned bear can take care of all your wedding needs, though.
Absolutely.
He can check those boxes off for you and make sure that your day is seamless with everything from start to finish. So definitely contact Social Goats so that they can assist you and take some of the weight off of you. Anything else you have coming up?
Well, it's Mental Health Awareness Month, which you actually already captured. Actually, later today, you'll be able to watch the second series of the Mental Health Month
with Sisterhood Podcast.
For the Sisterhood Podcast, and today's highlight is Dr. Rosalind Doherty. So make sure y'all
and she's
tune in
actually a doctor. Let's be clear. Let's be very clear.
Dr. Rosalind Doherty.
Yes.
That's who will actually be, watching today.
I just love it.
And don't forget, y'all, next Wednesday, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, we got to tune in to Eve Speaks. Eve Speaks podcast. And like I said, you are sitting here with a little hood and a lot of holy. We still kind of working the kinks out, like you said. We having technical issues and we still trying to figure out. But once y'all see, you already know. Once we get the car get turned on and it's running, you knock the ice off the windshield and stuff like that. We gonna be good to go.
I mean, that polar bear is really. He brought the ice into the situation.
For real.
I had a Cutlass, and I think it was like 86, 87, and when it get cold, you have to go out there and pump the gas a little bit.
You gotta pump that thing.
That's what you reminded me of. Get out there and pump that gas. Open up that fuel injection so that yeah. So that's where we are. We're at the pumping the gas phase, but we are going to get the car started, and like the polar bear said, or the albino bear, whichever he wants to be, get the the light skinned bear. Get that ice off that windshield. When you gonna get your shades? I'm ready.
You know what? The shades will be here next show. The shades will definitely be here next show. They would definitely be here next show.
I'm gonna get my chain.
We might do a little CB4. Y'all might have that greasy hair. I might have that going on. With, we gonna see. We gonna make it happen. We gonna make it do what it do.
Oh my goodness.
We gonna make it do what it do. Well, like I said, but this is the second episode, or is it an episode or second talk show?
Yeah.
However you wanna.
Talk show.
Yeah, but y'all will see us often. So.
Very often. Tune in Monday because listen, we're talking about R&B and love.
Oh man. Look, I want to hit them with, I'm gonna tell you what I want to talk about. Like, definitely something that I think we need to tackle, like in relationships.
He put his head down. Did anybody else see that but me? He was like, in relationships.
Look, we'll save it for Monday, but look, it's definitely gonna be love and relationships. The do's and don'ts.
You gotta
the questions.
You'll give that to me off camera.
Because I look, I have to have some information. I need information. I love information, so I need that. I need that to happen.
Well, we won't overload you guys today, but you definitely want to tune in Monday. Again, we're talking about R&B. Was 90? I really want to know what did y'all do strange for some change to go see Usher and Chris Brown? I know y'all did some crazy stuff. I saw all kinds of stuff coming up on TikTok, on my reels on Instagram. Kids, and it's like, this is your last meal. They sitting there eat Happy Meals, and it's like, this is your last meal until after Chris Brown and Usher concerts. Like, I've seen crazy stuff, so I want to know. But I feel like a lot of the 90s music was real, like love music and the R&B feel of it. We do have like our Coco Jones and people like this just giving us those feels now. However, I do feel like, and she was probably born in the 90s, but she came here off that 90s music. You know what I'm saying? So we want to get into that. And then what is it that makes relationships solid? Like what makes relationships? Shout out to everybody that's been in a relationship over 5 years. Because nowadays, if you could be with somebody for 5 years, y'all doing something right.
Yeah, I would think so. And look, she want me to give y'all a little bit of what I wanted. And I'm gonna say,
I want you to give it to me.
Okay,
they'll
so
have to get it later because I'm adapting to your personality and taking on some of your traits. I'm a little selfish, like you said earlier.
Yeah,
I'll take that today.
I got you. Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it look like we about to get up out of here, y'all. Hey, we're going to catch y'all Monday. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And look, we'll drop the time and everything this weekend so y'all can be ready. If you have any questions, get in the comments. And during the live shows, please comment. You know, we'll read your comments, we'll interact with you. And like she said, we will have a phone where you can call in and we're going to do little segments and stuff like that. So, you know, people can win some prizes. And, you know, if you want to be a guest, let us know.
But not Usher and Chris Brown tickets.
Oh, no, definitely. Now, we can get you out there to Usher and Chris Brown when they go to certain locations. You can be out there and you can park it like Pimp or, you know, pregame.
Pimp on them dumplings.
Yeah, you can have a little pregame going on. You can be out there, you know, kind of in the parking lot. We can definitely do that. Get a little gas money. But shoot, the way the gas going up, we may not be able to do that either. No. Man, look, I am Lil Hood.
And I'm a lot of holy.
Hey, we gonna catch y'all Monday.